Reaction 2016 GOP presidential candidate Carly Fiorina. Good to see you. How are you? Appreciate you coming back.
Thanks for having me.
I would say more than pretty much any other person running up to this point, you have been the most outspoken critic of her. I wonder if some of your male counterparts, because the headline in USA Today is Clinton, gender a factor in campaign. I have the article here.
I saw that headline.
Do you think that maybe they're timid and afraid that an attack may come, that they're sexist, or the war on women?
I don't know. I can't speak for them. What I would say is that I come from a world where titles are just titles and speeches are just speeches. I come from the world that most of us live in, which is actions speak louder than words. And if you want to lead, you need to demonstrate a track record of leadership and accomplishment. And so way back in January at CPAC, I asked the question, Mrs. Clinton, name an accomplishment. And she cannot, and she has not.
It's interesting because, and I didn't steal it from you, I thought of it independently on my own. Maybe great minds think alike, but I've been doing this on radio and TV. Name 3 specific things that she has done that have made people's lives better. Having served in the public eye for so many years, I can't get answers. And we play the Jeopardy theme over it, and it's funny. And we just saw that there. I really can't name one thing.
Well, I think Hillary Clinton cannot be president of these United States because she is not trustworthy and she lacks a track record of leadership and accomplishment. And so we have to have a nominee that is going to take her on. We've got to have a nominee who will throw punches at her, because this is going to be a fight. And we need to win this fight.
They're going to throw punches.
Well, yes, they always do, so we better be prepared.
Yeah. That number that Ed Henry was citing, 57%, the question he tried to ask today, 57% of Americans do not think she is honest and trustworthy. How do you overcome that perception and become president, or can you?
Well, I think what we saw demonstrated in her Roosevelt Island speech is she will have more money and the best political ground game in history. So we shouldn't underestimate her. She may be a deeply flawed candidate, but she's going to have a lot of money. They have a great ground game. They have been building that ground game for 2 Obama terms. And so she will be formidable.
How she's now chosen a path to run to the hard left.
Yep.
She's trying to create the Obama or recreate the Obama coalition, which is the antithesis of the way her husband ran. Era of big government is over. End of welfare as we know it. She's going in just the opposite direction.
That's right.
She's not Barack Obama, though.
Well, but the energy in her party is in the left wing of her party. That's why she's doing that. She's got to get her base excited so that they can get that ground game going. Yeah. And I think the big fight in 2016 is going to be about who is it who actually can successfully challenge the status quo in Washington. She is the personification of the professional political class, and 80+% of the American people now believe that professional political class is more focused on the preservation of its own privileged title and position than on getting the right things done.
Did you catch the irony of her saying that they're yesterday and that they're old? It's a song called Yesterday. They believe in yesterday. And I'm sitting there thinking, how long have you been in the public eye now? I want you to weigh in on the stage campaign events, the kicking out of reporters, the lack of answering reporters' questions, limited access. Even Obama supporters, from David Axelrod and others, they are saying she needs to get out of the bubble. Why do you think she's so afraid to get out of the bubble?
Well, I don't know. I can't get inside her campaign strategy. But what I would say is, if you know that you're going to be the nominee, and I think she knows that, then she may not think there's any purpose in exposing herself. Of course, all of that will come back to roost in the general election, and I think what it reminds people of is this professional political class. Honestly, a Fox News poll said 80+% of the American people now think the game is rigged. The game is rigged against them by these professional politicians. And I think every time they see a big staged event like that and a refusal to answer basic questions, they're reminded of that rigged game.
You're going to join us this Friday for the hour?
Yes.
All right. We appreciate your time tonight, Carly Fiorina.
Great to be here.